Hello Cancer, welcome to your love reading. This is for you and your person, your significant other, your special someone. I've already shuffled and laid out the cards. Please don't forget to like and share or like and subscribe, as that does help to move the videos around YouTube. Okay, so I'm having a look here. I'm seeing two main themes in the reading. So I'm just going to start with the one which is jumping out at me, and this seems to be that it could be that you and your person are parting ways, and you are wanting to move on. That is the main theme. Or the other one that is coming in is that you and your person have faced or are facing, there's something coming in, or a situation needs to be sorted out, and it's what you're going to go through in order to get to a happier conclusion. So I'm going to start with the first one, which seems to me to be more the predominant theme, but as I said, this may only be for some of you, so only take what resonates. Otherwise, we'll go on to the other theme. But this one is that it seems to me that by the way the cards are lying here, with the actual situation, it seems that if you are the one that is, if you are wanting to part company and go your own way, then it seems to me that you may have come from a situation which has been quite disciplined and rigid, or very strict kind of environment, and that has got its advantages, being organized and so on, but it can also be stifling. So it may have been that within the relationship there was this energy of discipline, and everything has to be planned, everything's structured, very serious. And then underneath was the energy of the trine, which is about flow. And that is more acceptable to a Cancerian. So I'm thinking that, there needs to be more flow within the relationship, or that was a need of the relationship, that there needs to be a balance between that. And the flow comes from the trine, which is about enjoyment. It's about gifting. It's about support. So perhaps you had a complete lack of support in the relationship, and there just wasn't that enrichment which should be there in an important relationship. There should be mutual beneficial support and nurturing, and all of those sorts of things. That has to come in some way, shape or form. And I feel that maybe that was the downfall, if there has been a downfall, or perhaps that's an area that just never got sorted out. And then we've got you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. So this simply means that you may have had a bit of a loss of self-worth in this situation. And it's saying that you are good enough, all right? That you may need to just be a bit more organized. You need to declutter and get rid of things, to declutter emotions or material things in order to move quickly out of your situation and away, if that is the right thing for you. Now, it's also, as I say, about being discerning about your environment, be discerning about the people in your life at this time. That is what the full moon in Virgo is. But full moon is always a culmination, a result. So it's about also being earthy, and spending time in nature, grounding yourself. Possibly you do need to ground yourself at this time as well. Being a Cancerian, that could be the case. And it's about being discerning about what is going on around you right now, picking and choosing, sifting and sorting. You may also have been overly critical of yourself, or maybe there has been a lot of criticism within the relationship. That could also be coming up. But and that maybe has dented self-worth. So you are good enough, and it's about that. It's about decluttering, getting rid of things out of your environment that no longer suit you, whether things or people or situations, and then grounding as well. And then the divine door for this is a note on love. Seek different seasons and enter into the unknown. When love is the focus, foundation and goal, blessed is the body, mind and soul. So if we're going with this theme, then it's basically saying that love, there needs to be more love here to hold things together. And if that is not the case, then seek different seasons and enter into the unknown. That's basically what it's saying. A change of scenery. Okay, so then from carrying on with that theme, your view of the situation, we've got Uranus, and this is always a quick, sudden change. It can be like a lightning bolt, which is why the lightning bolts are there. But it's saying, I feel that this could be that you're longing for a breakthrough or a freedom or a change, a big surprise, a big change, an awakening, or some sort of breakthrough. Freedom from something, freedom from a situation. So you're searching for a solution, or waiting for a big change to come in, some kind of change that can free you up and move you forward. The card for that is the Sacred Lotus, compassion in action, the chosen tool. I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel. So this could be indicating that you have been through some difficult times. The lotus always rises up through the mud, comes from the bottom of the lake or the river. It rises up through the mud, and then it produces this exquisite flower onto the surface, and it opens into the sun. So it's saying that there's been some very difficult situations, and you're rising up out of that. And it's saying that, just think about the lotus when you are facing difficulty, that we, all of us, have to go through that murkiness and the mud in order to rise up to produce that beautiful flower. So it's acknowledging that that has been the situation, that you have been through difficulty, and you're now looking for a breakthrough, freedom, opportunity, some sort of big change or shift to move things forward. This can be like a form of sort of a reform as well, or some kind of original idea or some kind of way to shift things forward. Then for the person involved, they've got the Aries energy. So this could be, it could be that, going with the first theme, it could be that this person has been selfish or been very self-centered, and they just haven't put in what is required to grease the oils of the relationship, to actually, to put love in, or they haven't put in enough of themselves in order to become, fully invested in the relationship. It could be that with the Aries energy, and the divine door is offerings. Abundance lies in the heart that allows, share more than expected, and see love come around. So I feel that they haven't done that. They haven't shared enough, or they haven't given enough in the relationship. So that could also be leading to problems. So I'm just dealing with the first theme. I'll get to the second theme afterwards. So now when it comes to the, it could also be that this person has been sort of driven or a little bit bossy, or has actually been in charge, being the leader in the relationship, and that is could have created problems as well. Now, with the this section here, we've got the bottom of the astrology deck is Mercury communication. So I'm seeing that if you are in fact parting ways, that's the first theme we're looking at, then communication is going to be very important, but it's also sincerity in your communication. So be careful what you say and how you say it and who you say it to, because you've got discretion here. All right. So if you are arranging things quietly on your own, doing things on your own to move forward, to change your environment or to sort something out, then just be aware of this. Okay. The discretion, which means, as I said, be careful what you say, when you say it, and to who and in what form, because Mercury covers all sorts of things. It covers emails, verbal communication, also body language. You don't want to bring unnecessary problems in by, by not being either not being clear, or speaking out of turn, or having something personal and private out there in the general space. So just take it as it resonates for you, but it's all your words, your thoughts, everything is important. Mercury can also be about communications, as I said, verbally or written. This can be contracts and documents related as well. It can also be to do with hearing things, or receiving information, or hearing gossip even. Sometimes that can come in. Or it can be also the thought processes, also what you are giving out in the form of communication. It's also about awareness. So some awareness could be coming to you as well. But just, as I said, be aware of the discretion. It could also be just about learning, doing research, finding things out, planning things. A short journey may be required, or a car journey may be required. Planning that, communication, exchanging of ideas, finding things out, research, and so on. All of that comes in. things can be quick with Mercury. Things can be very quick. Things can unfold with some speed when Mercury is involved. Okay. Then we have here, going still with the first theme, a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. So this is a result. Full moon is always a result. This is always about a domestic or personal issue. So domestic as in the home, but it can also be a very personal issue. But it's saying that something is coming up to be resolved now. And it's saying it's going to be all right. Okay. But it can also indicate a home change. That came up in the life reading as well. So, but emotions are very high. They can be very high with Cancer. So just be careful, as I said, with Mercury communication, that you don't say something out of turn or have an outburst of some sort. Because with full moon in Cancer, that can be the case. The emotions are high. You know, it's that very full energy, and it's a full moon as well. So, yes, by all means, be sincere and say what needs to be said, but do it in a way which is not going to cause an inflammatory result. But it could be that you just say something to make your position clear and things get resolved, you know. So it can be that. So take it as it resonates. Then we also have the bottom of the divine doors here. So heart healing, morning now has had its time. Do not pay it a single dime. Emerge from the darkness, a new day starts. Let light embrace the healing heart. So it's saying that, you know, if you're moving on, then really get yourself prepared. Be quite meticulous about what your planning is, and get organized. To declutter, remove things that are not serving you anymore, let go of things, but be careful with your planning, and move towards things which you harmonize with, which are resonating with, which provide flow and harmony in your life. That's the way you want to go, okay? And it's saying that, you know, if you've had a mourning period, then let it go now. You know, close the door and move on. Emerge from the darkness, a new day starts. Let light embrace the healing heart. That you're going to have healing in this situation, and you will be able to move forward. Okay. Now going with the second theme, as I said, this could be that your relationship is in fact is facing a situation, or has had some bumps in the road, or something has come up, something has happened, and it's just put you guys under pressure. And it's just saying in general that with the you are good enough full moon in Virgo, declutter. So you may be changing your environment or changing something, and it's a decluttering of emotion or material possessions, anything that's not serving you. Okay, declutter. It's also about discernment, as I said, you know, where you put your energy, and also your self-worth, that you may be feeling, one or either of you may be just feeling, and I feel it might be you, that this relationship you have taken a bit of a you know, sort of a back step, or you're not feeling that you're not good enough for the person, or that you don't have enough of whatever you feel you need. And this is saying that you are absolutely good enough, or there is some aspect of some external factor which is coming into the relationship, and this is testing your self-worth abilities, or it's testing your ability to handle whatever is coming at you. Okay, so take that as it resonates. And it's saying the Capricorn energy is about being disciplined, but it's also about getting organized, arranging things in such a way that there's a plan, there's a strategy in place to create this harmony and flow. All right, you want to create a strategy and a structure so that things can work, but there's flow. All right, it mustn't be so rigid and disciplined that it creates problems. So it could be that, as I said, some external event has occurred, and now you are needing to bring in a bit of structure and discipline, but it's also about having a plan, and letting go of unnecessary things that are not serving you at the moment. And this is so that you can create ease and harmony and movement forward and support. Okay, you want to do that. And then if with the second theme for you, this is about you may be the one that's coming up with all the ideas at this time, and that you are inspired about something. You're inspired about something. You've been brainstorming. You want to start something, or you want to push something forward within the relationship, but you're coming up with all the plans and the ideas, the inspiration, and you're thinking about the future. And this is very much about awakening, kind of working towards something and coming up with the ideas. And with the Sacred Lotus, it is saying that, you know, you have possibly within the relationship, if you've been together for some time already, it's been that you've been through some difficulties, that you've had some some troubles times externally or internally, and now you're rising to the surface to overcome them, and that I feel that you're reaching for the light, and that is what you are doing. And you're with this Uranus revolution, that can bring a lot of realization into your life. You can suddenly have a most fantastic idea or an epiphany and be able to move forward to it, and it's going to free up the relationship in some way. Now, if that is the case, then your person with the Aries energy could be very much wanting to lead in this. They are the ones that have got the, you know, the energy and the drive. You may have the ideas, they've got the energy and drive to push it forward. They are, you know, quite an exciting person to be around. They could be quite fiery by nature. In the life reading, the King of Spring came up, and that could very well be a fire sign coming into your life or is in your life. They're rising up to the occasion. They're becoming a leader. They're fiery, and they're courageous. Also they could be quite impulsive, and if that's the case, then they may want to offer you something, maybe want to bring something to the table, which is why you have the offerings card here. So abundance lies in the heart that allows, share more than expected, and see love come around. So they may want to give you something or to share more, to bring more love into the situation. They may want to lead the way in that regard. Okay, going with this theme, as I said, with the Mercury, communication, very important. You may need to talk. You may need to discuss things. There's going to be research about this idea or this movement or whatever it is that you're facing now, to discuss it, to come together, to sort it out, exchange ideas, get a plan together. But it's sort of research based. It's looking at things, understanding, communicating, talking to others, networking. It's body language. It's also contracts and documents. If you are moving house or you are changing your environment, you may need to be working on that. And the contract or document may be related to a change or of some sort. With the discretion, I feel that this is something between the two of you. Just be discreet with your documentation or with your ideas or whatever it is that you're wanting to do. The two of you may be moving away from a situation. You may be leaving a difficult situation, or something has occurred and now you want to move away. And it's just saying, just keep things on the down low and be, you know, just be discreet with the information that you're obtaining or sharing with others at this time. And also obviously your conversations with your person. But the two of you may be moving away from a difficult situation, or a situation that has now arrived in your relationship and you've got to make a quick change. Mercury can be very quick, but it may involve a car journey. It may involve sort of travel or planning, maps, that sort of thing. And learning, schools may also come in with that as well. And as I said, with the full moon in Cancer, a result, personal issue reaches resolution. This can be a house move, as I said, but it can also be something that you two of you have been working on. Some kind of domestic or personal issue comes up and is going to be resolved, and it's going to be okay. And then obviously you may, as I said, you may be leaving your environment, maybe leaving your neighborhood or moving to a new place, a new country, a new state, a new province, whatever it may be. And there's some heart healing that is required. Morning now has had its time. Do not pay it a single dime. Emerge from the darkness. A new day starts. Let light embrace the healing heart. It could also be that you've maybe had a passing in your family, and this has shifted and changed something, and now you're moving forward away from that into a new environment. You know, this could come in. This morning could come in a number of ways. It could be that you're just letting go of a whole lot of things and going into a new environment with your person. Take it as it resonates for you. Okay, Cancer, I hope you enjoyed that. Please take care. Don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.